We spent an exhausting day exploring the monuments around DC.
This is Ron.
And this is Amanda.
Welcome to Wanderlost Adventures. Alright, so back on the Metro after many years. So the Metro's changed it a lot since we've been off from Maryland. As you can see, they've got new electronic screens with where the trains are in the transition going downtown. They've got new trains. The system is much better because the old speaker system made it really hard to hear what they were saying. It was like being a Peanuts cartoon. So it's much more user friendly now, and it made for a really great trip into town as we made our way down to the National Mall. The World War II Memorial is really one of our favorites when we travel into DC. It's just so very beautiful. It's got this wonderful reflecting pool and it's got these pillars from every one of the states. I've been blessed one time on a visit there, actually ran into an honor flight from our home state of Arkansas, which was extremely unexpected and very cool. But it was a beautiful day when we were there with the kids. We were able to sit down, put our feet in the water. You'll see the kids didn't last very long though, because the water was pretty cold that day.
So it says that every one of these stars represents 100 Americans that died during the war.
Look, there's one more here.
Right? There are so many names on the Vietnam Memorial Wall that it almost seems unbelievable. It's a somber walk as you go along the wall. Everyone's being quiet. Some people are just walking around, and others are looking for specific names on the wall. There's a book at one end of the walkway that lists everyone's name. It tells you which panel to look on and which row their name is on. It's all done in alphabetical order, and it's just a really sacred place to go to.
To me, the most moving part of the memorial are these three men, statues of them that are looking out towards the wall, and the names of all their brothers that did not come home.
The next stop along the way is the Lincoln Memorial. I have no idea how I walked all the way up the stairs and didn't notice that my finger was in the shot. I was so focused on finding the spot where Martin Luther King Jr. gave his "I Have a Dream" speech that I wasn't even paying attention, I guess. One of our favorite things is to stand up at the top of the Lincoln Memorial and take pictures of the Washington Monument, especially when we get to make funny pictures.
For lunch, we stopped at one of the refreshment buildings there around the mall area, which is really your only choice if you're in the mall area for lunch. Prices weren't too bad. We kept seeing police as we were down there, wondering what was going on. And it was actually Police Week in DC, and we got to see a parade kind of go behind us as we sat down to eat. You can also see there were a lot of birds flying around, and Amanda is terrified of them, which you know from our aquarium video. So it made the meal very, very exciting. Our last stop for the afternoon was the Korean War Memorial. My grandfather was in the Air Force during Korea, and not long ago he sat down with us and he talked about some of the things that he did while he was there, some of the places he saw. This memorial, for a lot of reasons, is really just one of our favorites. The image of the patrol walking through the field is just very haunting. I've been here on days when it's been foggy, and it's just a whole different atmosphere, and it takes you, I think, somewhat to that time and what was experienced there, but it's just a very moving place to be.
We learned today that if you're a tourist and you only have one day, you can't try to cram too much stuff into it in DC. You really need to take one full day to see the monuments. We didn't get to see FDR, which is my favorite memorial. We didn't get to see the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, which is another of our favorites. We just didn't have time.
We hope you enjoyed the video. Please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to click that subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications when our new videos post. We'll see you on the next adventure, Wanderers.
Our children love it when their parents video in public. It's their most favorite thing.